Many items are priced lower than last year, so look all around for inflation-busting specials all over this 5-acre garden. It's Bob Wine's Community Garden, Southeast 30th Street in Ocala. Daily till 4:30, Saturdays till 3, and the same blooming location since 1952.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
Howdy, folks. RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros, trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
Two Men in a Truck.
Think you know Dex Imaging? Think again. In the office, streamlining communications. In the field, delivering top-notch service, enhancing productivity and reducing downtime. In the data center, a part of the growing digital document revolution. In the world of business, supporting entrepreneurs and helping companies grow. In the forefront of technology, developing cutting-edge document management solutions. So if you think you know Dex Imaging, you don't know Dex.
Hello, I'm Mark Sears with Regency Printing. With over 10 years in the printing business, I know you'll find Regency Printing the place for all your local printing needs. Plus, I have fax services, mailbox rentals, notary service, U.S. mail, pack and ship, all at one convenient location, 2375 Northeast 25th Avenue. Just look for the yellow signs. Regency Printing, 789-6683. That's 789-6683. Regency Printing.
Hey, I didn't know it rained last night.
Oh, it didn't. Why do you say that?
Because little Johnny's in the backyard playing in that big mud puddle.
Did you leave the hose on?
No, the neighbor borrowed it yesterday.
Wait, is that the side where the septic...
Johnny, get out of there!
Having septic problems? At Mike Scott Plumbing, we can make those septic worries disappear. We can pump your septic tank, repair your drain field, and, if needed, even install a whole new system. At Mike Scott Plumbing, we don't take crap from anyone. We take it from everyone. 237-2888. Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. On a Friday, lung cancer touches, cancer touches everybody, and lung cancer touches a lot of folks' lives. And a new report shows major progress in the outcomes of early diagnosis of lung cancer. There's an exciting breakthrough. There's also been new developments in the treatment of early-stage non-small cell lung cancer, the most common form of the disease. And recently, the FDA has approved the first and only immunotherapy to help prevent lung cancer from returning in patients following surgery and chemotherapy. Join us on the phone lines this morning to talk about these latest developments in lung cancer is Dr. David Carbone. Doctor, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Tom. It's a pleasure to be here.
Can you tell us, Doctor, about one of the major developments surrounding lung cancer that was outlined in this year's American Cancer Society annual Facts and Figures reports?
Well, sure, I'd be happy to. So, lung cancer is the number one cause of cancer death in both men and women. In fact, that's not often recognized. And the American Cancer Society recently reported that we've nearly doubled the 5-year survival of patients with lung cancer in recent years. And this is tremendous news, and it's a consequence of multiple new types of treatment, but also specifically that more patients are being diagnosed in early stages than ever before. These are stages that are most readily surgically resected, and that results in the highest probability of cure. But even when completely surgically resected, lung cancer still comes back about 50% of the time, and we're partnering with Genentech here today to talk about the addition of immunotherapy after chemotherapy, after surgery, which has been shown to decrease the chance of the tumor coming back.
Well, you know, you hear early stage lung cancer. Why is it important to treat it at the early stage?
Well, it's most curable in its earliest stages. Lung cancer, like most cancers, are staged in a 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of staging system. And it's quite complicated, and you don't need to know the details. But the important fact here is that stages 1 and 2 and some stage 3s are appropriate for surgical resection. And as I said, even if you have a resection, there's still a high risk of the cancer coming back. So we've been intensively studying how to make that better and how to decrease that chance of the tumor coming back.
Well, can you then talk about, because we're talking about the new breakthroughs and all, can you talk about the current treatment landscape for patients that have early stage lung cancer and about the new advancements?
Sure. So there's been many advances in the type of surgery with minimally invasive surgery, and if you have a very tiny tumor in the earliest, smallest stage ones, then generally there's no treatment at all after surgery has been shown to improve those outcomes. But if you have a slightly bigger tumor, stage 2 or 3A lung cancers, then the standard of care historically has been chemotherapy after surgery. That's been around for decades, and that improves survival by about 5%. But the recent advance is the approval of atezolizumab for these patients after chemotherapy, and this has been shown to significantly improve the outcomes of these patients and reduce the risk of relapse. Now, of course, every patient is not suitable for this treatment, and really every type of cancer therapy has potential side effects. So it's important for patients to discuss with their doctor whether this is suitable for them and what the potential pros and cons of receiving this therapy are. But it's a very exciting advance in early stage disease.
You know, a lot of people they get scared of cancer. Rightly so. They're scared. The outcome is that they may die and their family would be left alone. So a lot of times people put off, you know, things that they see or feel in their own bodies. How important is it to have an open line of communication with your doctor, your primary care physician, and all, and let them know ahead of time of things as they change for you so that you can catch these type of things in the early stages?
It's extremely important. The cure rate for early stage diseases is so much better than for advanced stage disease that it's extremely important to be sensitive to the development of new symptoms, such as cough or shortness of breath for lung cancer. But the fact is that many of the early stage lung cancers have no symptoms at all, and a tumor can grow to the size of a softball in your lung with no symptoms at all, which is why patients who are eligible for lung cancer screening should receive this screening. And generally, these are people with some history of smoking and over the age of 50. But lung cancer screening takes about 15 seconds. There's no needles. It's a very simple test. And it's been shown to dramatically increase the detection of cancers at early stages and decrease the mortality, the death rate from lung cancer. So I'd encourage people to ask their doctor about lung cancer screening and if they'd be eligible for it.
We're talking with Dr. Carbone about the latest developments in lung cancer and the treatment of it. Doctor, what do you say, though, to the person that goes, yeah, but I've never smoked a cigarette in my life. Yeah, I got shortness of breath. Yeah, things are in my chest that don't feel right, but I've never smoked, so definitely I don't have cancer.
Well, that's a common misperception because if you have lungs, you can get lung cancer. And there are many, many people that get lung cancer and who have never smoked, who exercise, who eat broccoli, and do all the right things and still get lung cancer. And so, unfortunately, those are hard to detect early because people feel so well, and people, their doctors in particular, think, oh, this person can't have lung cancer because they never smoked. So if there's any symptom, then I think that should be followed up on. In addition, many people are getting CAT scans for other reasons. They're in a car accident and they get a CAT scan, and sometimes those pick up these lung cancers accidentally, and the patients should be aware of these reports and make sure their doctor follows up on anything found on those scans.
Well, doctor, if people are interested in finding out more information about this subject, where can they go find out more information? A website or a place they can go?
Well, lung cancer is complicated and very difficult for patients to get good information through Google. So there are some really excellent websites that have been developed by patient-friendly foundations that have excellent information in a patient-friendly manner. One of them is go2foundation.org with a number 2 in the name, but also Longevity is another one, and Lung Cancer Foundation of America are really good sources of information for patients.
We've been talking with Dr. David Carbone about the latest developments in lung cancer and the treatment of lung cancer. Doctor, thanks for taking time out with us this morning.
Well, thank you very much, Tom, for bringing it to people's attention.
That's Dr. David Carbone talking about lung cancer. It's one of those things that you got to go and get checked for. If you're over the age of 50, just set up a screening. What's it going to hurt? You find out you don't have lung cancer, good for you. You find out you have an early stage tumor, early stage lung cancer, and they can catch it early and give you a cure, good for you, even better. So, take advantage of talking to your doctor, your primary care physician, and see if you qualify or are a good candidate for a lung cancer screening. It may save your life. We'll be back after this timeout. You're listening to Ocala Talks, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is